everyone, this is Trisha and welcome to my channel. This year I decided that I want to put up a fall tree. So to put up my tree, I'm going to need some ornaments and some decorations. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a series where I will do each video. I will create a new ornament or decoration to go on that tree. Now I'll probably be adding a few other things on my tree. So what I decided is I'm going to do a final video, and that will be the decorating of the actual fall tree. So I hope that you enjoyed this series, so let's get to creating. For project number 6, I'm going to show you how I made these clear plastic ornaments into something very special. I did 3 different styles so that you can decide what you want to use or be inspired to do something a little different. So let's get to crafting. For my ornament, I'm going to be using these plastic ornament balls. I prefer these over glass because they're a little safer to work with. I did buy this large 24 count package. Of course, you can just buy a smaller package or 1 or 2, whatever you decide. You can find items like this anywhere from the Dollar Tree to Hobby Lobby, which is where I found mine. I'm going to take some strands of raffia and I want to go ahead and put them inside of my ornament. So I'm just going to take off the little tab at the top off. Now this is why I prefer plastic, because if this were a glass, it would be very delicate and sometimes this can break, and if you're pushing something in there, you don't want it to break there and then possibly cut your finger. So I do recommend the plastic ones. They look just as pretty as the glass ones. Alright, so you just take a couple of strands, or maybe just 1 at a time. You can put 2 or 3 inside the ball, but I'm going to take one first. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to wrap it between my fingers, or around my fingers I should say, because I want to get it into a small, little compact piece like this. It's easier to push it in there that way, and just push it, and as soon as you push it in there, it'll kind of pop open on its own. So just push as many as you feel you want to put in there. I'm going to go ahead and add maybe a couple more. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so just one more. This is 3 that I've added in there, and just push them as far in as you can. Any pieces that are sticking out that don't want to go in, just snip them off. So then you want to put the little tab back on there. And there you go. And I would use different color raffias just to make them all more fun. Something that'll go with your decor. For the next design, again, taking the tab off, I'm going to take these little fall leaves, and I have assortment here in colors and sizes as well. These were from a stem of flowers that I didn't use on my other project, so I'm reusing them for this particular project. So all you do is just take your little leaves and roll them up and just drop them in. Don't fold them up too tight, and they'll just unfold in there, and put as many as you want in there. Just push them all in like that. You can put 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to fit in there. And that is it. And we'll put this little tab back on there, and look how cute that looks. Very simple. So there are my 2 examples. I've done a third, and in this one I've used some green raffia and some leaves in there to do a little combination. And now I'm ready to go ahead and decorate these. Here I have some items that I can use to decorate my little ornament balls. Of course, you can use whatever you like. I've got some twines, some ribbon. Here I've got a little packet of some mini pine cones and some little acorns inside. I'm going to start off by adding some string so that I can hang my ornament on the branches of my tree. So I'm going to grab about 10 or 12 inches. It depends on how long you want your loop to be. So let's just take a piece of, this is twine that I'm using. You could use a little ribbon or some wire if you prefer. Or you could just use a little hooks, little ornament hooks to hang them, and skip this. Alright, so all I did was put it through the little loop here, the little metal loop, and then knotted it up here. I can then trim the edges if I want. So there we go. We have a nice little hanger for our ornament. I want to decorate my little ornament with a bow, so I'm going to make one out of my twine. And here I have a thicker twine than what you saw me do the little hanger from. Of course, that doesn't matter. You can use the same size twine. I just happen to have something a little different, a little bit thicker, and I decided to use that. From the ribbon, I just cut maybe 3 inches off for a little piece like so. Okay, so let's move these out of the way so we can see what I'm going to build. I'm going to put these out of the way also. Okay, so I'm going to grab this thicker twine, and all I'm going to do is just make some loops, like a little bow, just like that. You can just do one, or maybe do a double, even triple if you want more than that. That's enough for me, so I'm going to stop right there. Now I'm going to take the little ribbon, put it on top of that, and then that little thin twine, but you can use some wire for this. You can use some floral wire or the same twine that you used to make the bow. It doesn't really matter. This is just what I'm choosing. All right, so I'm just going to knot it just to make sure it doesn't move on me anymore. And now I'll have a cute little bow. It's time to glue it, and I'm just going to make sure that the little seals on the plastic bulb here are off to the side so that I put the bow on a smooth face here. So I'm just going to add some hot glue and stick my bow right in there, just like that. And then I can just grab it like that, and it is ready to hang. So I'm going to do this one a little different just so that I can show you another example. I'm going to make a double loop bow, just like I did before. I'm actually going to use from the same twine a little piece to knot around it. And then I'm going to glue it to my ornament ball. Okay, so instead of the orange ribbon that I used in the other ornament, I'm going to add a little acorn. So I'm just adding some hot glue and putting that right in there just to give it a different look. Now I'm using the same twine bow, but instead of the little acorn that I added to the other ornament, I'm going to add these little mini pine cones that I happen to have. Of course, you can use some other different ribbon, make it look a little different. Put whatever you want on here. Maybe even use some of the little mini leaves that you put inside to put one on the outside. All right, I'm not putting any ribbon on this one, you'll notice, and on the other one that I just did, because I feel like I have enough color inside. So I don't need to add more color on the outside, but you could if you wanted to. But this one is also ready to hang. All right, everyone, this has been my clear plastic ball ornaments. I'm really happy with them, and I hope that you are inspired to create your own designs. Unless you want to follow what I have done, I will go ahead and put the supplies that I used for one ornament in the description box below. Of course, it is up to you to decide what colors or what little items you want to decorate it with, but I will tell you exactly what I used. All right, so now that you know how to make 1 or 2 or 3, you can make a whole bunch more, and these are ready to be hung on your fall tree. Maybe even give them as gifts. Put them in a little basket for someone. Give them a little cheer during our Thanksgiving. Someone mentioned in a video before, one of my little projects could be used as maybe like a card holder for a name on a dining table. Maybe you want to put one of these little ornaments on the plate with a name on them. If you want to write it on there with a paint marker. Or maybe you just want to wrap the little hanger around the napkin. So that would be another way to decorate if you're not doing a fall tree. All right, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed by hitting the red button down below, and also the little notification bell so that you get notified of my videos as soon as I upload them. Please leave a kind comment down below and let me know what you think of my project. Is it something that you're going to be doing, or what would you do to change it? I would like to know what your ideas are. We can share them with everybody else who does read the comments. I want to thank you all again, and I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up, guys. I forgot to do that, and I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up. And as always, let's see. Here we go, everyone. Enjoy.